Hey there, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming a drugstore makeup routine for beginners. So this makeup routine is for anybody who has never really played around with makeup, who doesn't know how to apply makeup, who doesn't know what to get. Maybe you're just starting out in high school and you've never really worn makeup, or I don't know, just for anybody who feels a little lost. So I'm going to take you through my routine, and I'm going to keep it really simple and really basic. I'm not going to use a lot of products. I am going to try to keep all the products as minimal as possible and show you guys a few tricks along the way. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get into the routine. Okay guys, so first step to this routine is moisturizer. Now I know what you're thinking. Val probably forgot a moisturizer at the drugstore because she loves Clinique, but you're wrong. I went to the store today and I found this Olay moisturizer. Can you see that? So this is active hydrating, that's what it's called, and it's from Olay. I've never used it before, but the reason I got this one is because it's specifically, can you speak? Specifically for dry skin, which I have dry skin, and like I said, it's going to get worse as winter progresses. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to let you guys know what I think the more I use it. It smells like very strong, like perfume. So if you guys are sensitive to smells, that might be a problem. But going on the face, it feels pretty hydrating. It doesn't feel too thick or anything like that. And Olay usually comes out with pretty good products. So I always, like I said, recommend moisturizing just because it's a good setup for your makeup. Even if you're a beginner, especially if you're a beginner, moisturize your skin. Take care of your skin. Your skin wants to be moisturized, I'm telling you. Okay, and then for primer, I've never tried this primer before, but I feel like e.l.f. has a really wide variety of primers. This is the Poreless Face Primer. This is what it looks like. And they have one for redness control, one for hydration, and a few other ones. But this is the one that I thought was most intriguing, especially because I feel like I have pores right around here. So if you're someone with pores, look for a primer that says poreless. Or let's say you're someone with a lot of redness on your skin, look for one that says redness control. So pretty much any problematic skin issues that you may have, they make a primer or foundation for it, which is really nice. Okay, so I just got about a punch of that much. I'm gonna rub that into my face. Let me know what you guys think about the quality, because I did just get a new camera, so the quality should be a little bit better. So please just let me know what you guys think about it. Okay, so next up is foundation, and I'm super excited to be trying out this CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Auxiliary Foundation. This is what it looks like, and I'm going to apply this with a sponge. So I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Val, you said you hate sponges, and that's true. I don't like sponges. But I do think sponges are easier to use than brushes if you're a beginner with makeup application and you're not sure how to apply foundation. I do think sponges are a little bit easier to use because with the brush, it's not that it's harder, it's just a little bit more patience and it takes a little bit more time. And the sponge, you can just put it all over your face and then you're good to go. So that's why I picked up this Real Techniques sponge, and it was $4.98. So super affordable, especially if you're not wanting to spend a ton of money on brushes and products and this and that. There's so much that can go into makeup. It can get really expensive. So this is about $5. And you can use it for your foundation, your concealer, you can use it to set the powder, you can use it to cream contour. There's a bunch of different things that you can use a sponge for. That's why I recommend buying a sponge if you're a beginner. Or if you just like sponges, I mean, some people prefer sponges over brushes. I just prefer brushes, but I don't mind using a sponge. So I'm going to go wet this and I'll be right back. Okay, so sponge is nice and wet. You don't want this to be dripping wet, you just want it like damp. That's what it looks like now. And I'm just going to use my finger and apply the foundation onto my face, just dotting it around. This has a scent to it too. Why is everyone scenting their foundation? It's so weird. So nice and evenly distributed. And this looks like it's going to match me pretty well. Okay, and I'm just going to blend this all in. So, whenever you're using a sponge, to blend in your sponge, you do not want to do swiping motions. Please avoid doing that. What you want to do is you want to pounce the sponge into your skin, like I'm doing here, and move it around your face to get the foundation evenly distributed across your face. You don't want to wipe, it's going to leave streaks in your makeup, and that's not cute. So make sure you're using a bouncing motion. And this foundation looks like it's going to be pretty full coverage, which I personally like full coverage foundations. That's what the foundation's looking like. I'm going to go ahead and say this is a medium to full coverage foundation, but it's definitely buildable. So if you want to have it a little bit lighter side or a little bit on the thicker side, I think both does fine. And I think it looks not matte. It's definitely not matte at all. So more on the satin side. Oh, and it also includes SPF 20. Vitamins and antioxidants, and it's oil free. So this seems like a really great foundation. It does feel really light on my face, and like I said, I do like the coverage it gave me. Okay, so next for concealer, if you're just beginning in makeup, I definitely recommend the Age Rewind concealer. This is what it looks like. I love this. I have always loved this ever since I started wearing makeup. I love the applicator, the little sponge. And it's super full coverage too. So let's say that you have to go to work or you need to cover your under eyes. I definitely recommend this one. And the reason I say get concealer is because of your under eyes. Honestly, like, for me, they're not terrible, but you can still see them right there. And I just don't like that look. I don't think it's flattering. You don't need to go ham, like you don't need to go crazy with concealer, but I do think that concealer does change the way your makeup looks and applies. So, and this is just a beginning. I'm not going to show you how to highlight and cream contour or anything like that. We're going to keep it simple. So I am just going to be applying this underneath my eyes, and this shade is pretty close to my skin tone. Normally I would go about a shade or two lighter, but since I'm not highlighting or anything like that, this shade will be just fine to cover up my under eyes, my dark circles. And I just apply that on there. And like I said, if you have any pimples or zits you want to cover up, you can use this as well, especially since it's so close to my normal skin color. It's not going to make a difference. So I think that's good right there. And same thing, the same way you applied your foundation with the sponge, this is how you're going to blend out your concealer. Okay, so now that that's all done, my concealer is blended in. I need to set my concealer because I don't want it to crease. So I have two options for you guys. The first one, if you want a loose powder, and this is just to set your entire face, I have the Coty Air Sponge. This one's great. It doesn't have any flashback. So what I mean by flashback, if you're going to take a picture with flash, it's not going to make your eyes look super bright and white underneath. I know the e.l.f. powder does that, and so not a cute look. But, I mean, it still works. And then I have this pressed powder, and it's in the Wet n Wild packaging. So this is what I'm going to use to contour. Okay. And then I have this pressed powder, and this is from Wet n Wild. And this is really nice because it comes with the pressed powder and the contouring shade. And this is really blendable. It looks really beautiful on the skin, and it sets your face really nicely. So today I'm going to go in with this pressed powder, and I'm going to be using my BH Cosmetics brush. I'm just going to wipe that in there. And same thing, I'm going to pat that into my face, the powder into my face, because I don't want it to move around. I want it to stay right there. So patting, and I can just go around my face really quickly to set my face. Usually I don't do this, but since if you have a long day ahead of you, it's good to set your face so your foundation doesn't move. Under my eyelids, my eyelids. perfect. Now that that's all done, we're going to go ahead and bronze our face and then contour. So for my bronzing powder, I love the Milani Baked Bronzer. This one is so pretty, and I feel like it does a really great job at bronzing my face and make me look nice and warm because I am super pasty. So I'm going to go in with this multiple purpose brush. This is what I picked up at Walmart. Don't know what brand it is, but it's really pretty. It's rose gold and white. And I'm going to swirl that into my powder. And whenever I bronze my face, I always make this face look. And then you're just going to follow your cheekbones. That's where you're going to apply the bronzer. Okay. And then the next step is contouring. And I'm going to dip back into that Wet n Wild contouring palette and take the contouring shade with this Eco Tools brush. So just swirl that in there. Tap off the excess. Same thing, gonna make that same face and contour in the same places. And then I'm just going to lightly dust underneath my lip. And like I said, we're keeping it simple today. If this is your first time really applying makeup, you're not going to be wanting a cream contour. You just want to have a nice bronzy look. And that's it for that. So you guys know what's out there. There's so many options at the drugstore for brushes. And honestly, they do the same thing that Sephora brushes do or It Cosmetic brushes do. They're the exact same thing, just at a better price point. So I recommend, instead of going to Sephora or MAC or Ulta, go to your local drugstore, pick up the brushes. Real Techniques, Ego Tools, Flower Beauty, those are all great quality brushes. So I'm going to dip into this Berry Amore. I'm going to go ahead and dip into this Berry Amore blush. This one's really, really pretty. I just started using it. And I'm going to smile and apply it onto the apples of my cheek. I recommend using blush because it brings some color back into your face. Because once you put on foundation, concealer, bronzer, you kind of just look like two-tone. So you want some rosy colors back into your face. So that's why I love blush. I have to wear it. Alright, so that's it for blush. Then the last step for our face is highlighter. So I got a new highlighter because, like I said, I love the Jaclyn Hill Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop, but I got a new one. So I got a new highlighter. This is what it looks like. It looks beautiful. It's in the color Blossom Glow. And Wet n Wild has really affordable prices too. And their highlighters are always great quality. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch it real quick before I apply it on my face. So that's a highlighter. Dang, that's pretty pigmented. So this is a really light highlighting shade for me too. I never used a shade this light before. I always go for like the champagne colors or like the bronzier colors. But I was excited to use this one. I think it would look pretty on my skin, especially since my skin is really pale. I think it'll make it pop. Oh yeah, that looks pretty. Wow, super pigmented. This is so pigmented. I don't even need to put that much on. Slightly. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Can you see it? Probably can't even see it. And then I'm going to go into this Eco Tools brush. It's just a powder brush. And I'm going to try to blend everything together just so it looks nice and seamless. Okay, so that is it for our face. We're done. Completed. No more. Okay, so one thing I did forget whenever I went to do my drugstore shopping today is to pick up drugstore eyeshadow. I know. Dumb. But then I remembered I have a couple of eyeshadows. This is one palette from BH Cosmetics. It's a Carly Bybel collaboration. And BH Cosmetics always has affordable products on their website. And so I'm going to do a really simple eye look with these colors, and these colors are perfect for every single day. I'm going to go and blend these two together. Your crease. Blend back and forth so you don't have any harsh lines. And I haven't done my eyebrows yet, so I guess we're doing those next. And if this is your first time doing makeup, you don't need to go in with a ton of eyeshadow. These are the only two colors I'm going to be using for my crease. I'm not going to make it complicated. I'm going to keep it simple, and it's still going to look really pretty. So there's a shimmer in my lid. I'm going to go ahead and go in with this one. And just with any flat brush, this is what I'm going to be using. Here, let me do it right. With any flat brush would be fine. This is what I'm using. Please focus. Okay. So I'm going to dip into that shade and put it on my lid. It doesn't have to be beautiful, like, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to go in with another flat brush and pick up, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this shade and put it in my inner tear duct. Because I want my eyes to look nice and big. That's a nice bright shade. Alrighty, and then put it in my brow bone. So normally I would do my eyebrows before doing my eyeshadow, but sometimes I forget. So it's fine, no biggie. Since I have thicker brows, and like I said, I want to keep this look simple, I'm not going to fill in right here too much. Like, that's pretty dark already. I'm going to focus right here and the tail end. So I do light strokes. You don't want to go in with a heavy hand, especially if you mess up, so you can wipe it off gently. You want to go in with nice light strokes and running across your hairline, so following the way your hair naturally grows. Okay, so this is one eyebrow done, and like I said, I used very light strokes following the hairline, the way it naturally grows. You don't want to go in with a heavy hand, because if you mess up, it's going to be harder to wipe out. It's going to be harder to wipe clean. So that's why you want to use light, nice strokes. And I usually start from the top and work my way to the bottom. And then I'm just going to brush through with this spoolie right here. Sorry, I don't know why it's not focusing that great. I do apologize. Okay. So moving on, we're going to be going in with nude eyeliner. So the reason I love using nude eyeliner is because it makes your eyes look more open and more awake. So that's why I go in with nude eyeliner in my waterline. This one is from Rimmel. It has decent pigmentation. Okay, so next I'm moving on to my lashes. I always curl my lashes before, so I recommend curling your lashes if they are flat, and they tend to look a lot prettier and fuller if you do curl them. So I'm just going to apply some mascara. So lashes are done, and then I'm going to go in with lip liner and lipstick. The lip liner I'm using is a NYX Cosmetics, and this just makes your lips look, I don't know, something about lip liner I love. And then I'm going to go over that with lipstick. This is Matte Innocence by Milani. Great lipsticks. And the final step is setting the face. So I picked up this Natural Finish Setting Spray by Wet n Wild. I have used it before and I do like it. I recommend setting your face because if not, your makeup's not going to last as long. So setting spray and primer I think are crucial in your makeup routine for making your makeup last long and having a good setup to your makeup. Okay guys, so this is a finished makeup look. Super simple and super easy to achieve, especially if you're just a beginner. Yeah, I mean, let me know what you think. Let me know if you use any of these products and what you think about them. I will definitely try to update you guys on the few items I did use for the first time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here with me and hanging out today. Make sure you subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys next time.